Good morning, traders. Really quick, it's about 10 minutes till 9 o'clock. Market's open at 9:30. We're just doing a quick run through here. This is James with StrategyVault. We're just doing a quick run through before we go live to make sure our system's up and running, to check out our software. So we're going to be doing some trading today. Here in about 40 minutes when the market opens, we'll be using the StrategyVault Pro system. Like I said, this is just a test run through, see how everything's going to work. And first and foremost, I have to advise you that we are not financial advisors. We simply are sharing the actions that we are taking in our trading on our trading platform. Make sure that you understand the risk involved in trading futures, options, and currencies. Once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just scroll right through our risk disclaimer. Once again, welcome. This is the first run through before we go live here in April. All right, now we'll go to the charts. Okay, so as you can see here, we're on let's adjust that a little bit. We're here on the NASDAQ. And it's, like I said, we're closing in on 9 o'clock. So here's what we're looking for. This is the StrategyVault Pro system. As you can see, we have buy notifications, and right down here is the VWAP. We do use a VWAP amongst other tools. Now, these are not all the tools that we use. Should you decide to sign up with StrategyVault Pro, we introduce you to those tools and those tools that we use to read the market and know exactly what's going to happen. So, with that being said, let's see. Here's what we're going to do: some mark out on our charts. Let's see here. Of what we're watching right now. Okay, let's see. We'll just go really quick here. I'm going to do some marking on the charts here. What I'm looking at. This market here. We'll change that approximately. I'm waiting for this to be broken. Line. White. Okay. Let's see. 370. Okay. Let's see. We'll go 3. Bear with me here. By the way, this is the 2-minute chart that we use. Okay, so I'm waiting for this area here to be broken. Actually, if you were in a buy right now, we would start watching out for a turn. This here, this little congestion area, means the market they're going into it's slowing down, okay, and tightening up. So with that, we will be watching for a pullback. Looks like we're getting our pullback. I'm going to pause this really quick. Okay, traders. I had to, some reason TradingView would not let me log into my trading account with StrategyVault. So we're in. So like I said before, we're watching for a pullback. We got the signal. I told you up here to watch out. It was getting ready to do a little reversal. Okay, so we got our pullback. We haven't broke out of this range yet here, which is still forming. So now we just wait. Beware that there's news coming out. Let's see here. The news. I always check the news. I check the news first thing in the morning for any red folder news. It looks like today there is news at 8:45. We have Chicago PMI, and then we have at 9 o'clock consumer confidence. We have a lot of news today. Consumer confidence, and then the JOLTS report, job openings. So the first 30 minutes of the market open, actually, I would not say 30, I'd say 45 to an hour, are going to be pretty interesting. Also, what I do is I check when President Trump is speaking. Looks like today he will be speaking as well. So today, President Trump speaks Chicago. I don't show that he's speaking today, but who knows? It changes any moment. The point is that you need to watch when the President Trump speaks or he tweets. Now, look at that. We're breaking out of that range that we're watching. But as you can see, we do have a little bit of an uptrend here. And there to there. Okay, so we'll watch that. We got about 25 minutes till the market opens. And like I said, this is going to be rough. This is a rough draft. This is a rough trial run. Let's see. Now, what I want you to notice here is that the candle has not closed outside of our range that we drew on the 2-minute chart. So this could be nothing more than a pullback to go higher. Get some music going. Music pumps you up, gets you going. See what we can do. Oh, here we go. Time to go, baby. All right. Turn that down a little bit. So as you can see, we haven't broke that range, and that's the range that we drew. And everybody that's involved in StrategyVault or is a subscriber or student has these levels. As you can see, it pushes right down to our trend line. But like I said, we're waiting. Market's still, that's the thing. When the market opens, it's worse than a damn news report. The volatility. So you have to learn to be patient, because if not, you will get chopped up. Definitely get chopped up. What I mean by chopped up, let's see if I can. This is a blender. See, I call this a blender, a sideways blender. See how you can't trade this. Looks like these little blender blades. If you got stuck in there, forget it. Up, down. And on a heavy news day like today, a lot of times it does that. But usually there's a lot of volatility. Here's another blender. We don't want to get caught in these areas here, because it will chop up it chops up your account. So, as you can see, I said this is just probably just a pullback. It never closed outside of this range that we drew here. But we're waiting. Now, before I would enter this, if we're looking for another push up, I would be watching this candle. I would wait for an SV buy, and then I wouldn't just jump in on an SV buy. What I look for is momentum, the push. How much of a push is there? Okay. We can push up to the 23,400 level. I bet that's what they're going to be shooting for, that 23,400 level. We got resistance at the 23,436. That's about our high. That's the high. So what I'm looking at over here, we break that 23,400 level, we're going higher. The point is this, and once again, this is all in the system here. We break the 23,369, we look for even more of a pullback. But like I said, you've got the market opening. We're just waiting right now, and that's 90% of trading is patience and waiting for the right setup. Okay. See, this is why we wait. So, let's see. I don't know what it's going to do at market open, but here's the point. Let's see if I share the screen a little more with you. Today, there we go. Let's see. I need $26,500 to pass this evaluation. $26,500 to pass this evaluation through Take Profit Trader. I don't want that information there. Okay, so approximately $148 to pass this evaluation today, and then they'll be moved into a pro account, and then you're $1,500 away from a payout. So this is what we're shooting for today. Once again, we have to be patient. Just wait and see what happens here. Like I said, this is going to be different when we go live. We'll have the chat will be involved. I'll answer questions in the chat. You know, I'll talk about what I'm looking for. You know, realistically, $200 to $500 a day, you make a good living in trading. $500 a day is approximately $100,000 a year with the trading days. So that's pretty good, and that's not really hard if you really put your mind to it. The thing is you have to leverage the prop firms, unless you just have a boatload of cash to put in your own personal account, which that's really what people try to do, is build up their personal accounts through leverage of prop firms. But by being able to leverage a prop firm, as you can see, we can take up to 30 contracts, but that's just insane. Because if you take 30 contracts, sure, you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money really quick. So for me, what works is 3. That allows me to absorb the drawdown and also take the profits. You know, to each their own, whatever you're more comfortable with. But like I said, the key is leverage the prop firms. That allows you to trade more contracts. But you see, we're pushing back down now. We never broke the level, the 23,400 that I was looking for. Let's see, now what we would be looking for to break is a 2370, and then good possibility we might go lower. But right now, looks like we got chopped, which is normal on a day like today, with the heavy news reports getting ready to come out. So once again, we wait. We will see what happens. Market's at a standstill. This is strange. Okay, something's going on. Just refreshed. What's going on with TradingView? Well, Bear with me, it just kicked me out. It looks like we got some issues. See, that's another thing. StrategyVault, you got to watch the issues with StrategyVault. It just kicked me out. Bear with me. So that was strange. That happens I'm not gonna say a lot, but I've seen it happen more than a handful already in the last 6 months. So you have to definitely be careful and watch that. I don't know if the issue is with StrategyVault or with the issue is with TradingView. Okay, so now you might watch out. We're looking. It's trying to turn on us. Here's what we're looking at. This right here. This push, reject, push, reject. So we're looking once again. We're looking to go above 23,400 to get that buy signal. Once again, patience. Patience, patience, patience. We want to take out the 23,400 level, and then the next level we'll be shooting for is the 23,432 level, should it decide to keep on going. That's what we're shooting for. And then I'd say the next level that we're shooting for is 23,463, which is what I have drawn right here on the chart. And this is from a previous day, trading day that I drew this, and this was my target on the push down. So now this is our target on the push up. But who knows? Who knows what the market's going to do? You know, we've got quite the gap between the VWAP and price as it is now. So we'll just have to be patient and see what it's going to do. This could be forming just if you go look here. Looks like we could push down to 23,350 pretty easy. So you need to watch that. Once again, at market open, we'll know exactly what it wants to do, where it wants to go. But at this point right now, we are in a uptrend. I see the level that we want to break would be the 23,500. Looks like we have a gap up there at 23,471. So if that gap made, we need to get that gap filled, which is it's right above this level that I've got drawn out here. So approximately 23.4. Yeah, right there. That's what we're shooting for. There's a gap right up there. Only time will tell what the market's going to do. Well, we've got all these other levels. Okay, so now there's our SV buy. So we broke the 23,400, just like I said. I told you the push and reject. Be prepared. Now what we're looking for, there's no reason for me to get in right now. We're looking for this push. I told you the push that we're looking for next is a push up to the 23,432. We got our 23,400. It's a little pullback now. That's okay. Now the 23,432 is the next level that we're looking for a push. We want it to push up to. Okay. But we don't do anything. We sit on our hands until it breaks here, this line, or this line. Okay? That's what we're looking for. Once again, patience. Nine minutes till market opens, and then it usually gets pretty crazy. We have not closed above that 23,400 yet. We got our push above it, but we've never closed above. So see, we do not have the SV Pro Buy notification on the charts yet. Patience. It's trying. It's trying to push. There's our 400. But we have to close. Wicks don't mean anything. All wicks give you is an idea where they would like to push to, where they might try to push it to. So we sit on our hands until that candle closes outside of that level that we have discussed. Which it's trying. But now look at. But once again, this is pre-market, so don't know if we're gonna go up. We're gonna go down. Who the heck knows? That's all right. Which it may not do much because, like I said, 9:45 we have the first news report, and then not 9 o'clock we have. So it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. But the reason that I love trading is because you can be done by 11 o'clock Eastern time and enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, we need 148 to pass this evaluation. Been on it for 4 days. I don't rush. I shoot for $300 to $500 a day, and that's about it. And then I'll walk away. That's the thing, is walking away. See, we did not close outside that level once again that we discussed, the 23,400. That we're pushing again, but we have not closed outside. So we have not conquered that level. That is the level that we're trying to conquer. 23,400. Okay, pull back. Another thing is, so when we go live, at first it's going to be rough. I'm learning how to use the software, the live software. So once again, this is a recording in itself, but this is just a practice run, and all I'm going to do is sit here and trade in front of you, and I'm going to narrate the actions that I take. Now we're looking, see, we did not get that level accomplished, so now watch for a push down or pullback, which it may be just creating a higher low now, or a lower high, I'm sorry, for a pushback. Like I said, we got we're quite a ways away from the VWAP. It may push all the way back down to VWAP. Nobody knows what it's going to do. But we're still in that range. Once Once we get confirmation breaking out of that range, then we'll take some action. By the way, I do not set a stop loss per se on the charts. I use mental stop losses. I am a scalper. I scalp. I'm in and I'm out. Sometimes within 30 seconds. It all depends on the market and the momentum. Which, once I put in a trade, you'll see it doesn't take much. But as you can see, look over here. We got a look how the market turned here. We may get a turn. This looks kind of like a head and shoulders pattern, kinda, a little bit. Only time will tell what it does. See, this is where you train your eyes. See, we got it. These are pretty good bearish candles here. We got a lot of momentum right here pushed down. This is what we're watching. As you can see, when it approached this level last time, it struggled, push and push. You got a push and a big push down. Another thing that I look at is the strength and who's stronger here, the bears or the bulls. Looks like the bears or bulls. I'm sorry, the bulls are pretty strong up until this point, but then the bears got strong, and then so we've got a battle going on, and that's the thing that you need to be able to recognize on your charts. There is definitely a battle going on, but we got 2 minutes till market opens, and then we'll see what it does. Break this trend and push down, or we will push higher and break out of this range. That's all we're looking for. I don't care what it does, if it sells or it buys. I'm a momentum scalper. Put it that way. That's what yeah, definitely momentum scalper. But it looks like it's going to go down. I could be wrong. Oh, see, this is where it's getting crazy. 50 seconds. Market opens. And what I'm trying to accomplish here is the passive valuation, and then that'll probably be the end of this video. Who knows? Let's see. Shooting for that 400 level again. Here we go. We don't know what it's going to do. We've got them news reports coming out here in 15 minutes, and here we go. There it goes. See, watch the manipulate. That could be a manipulation move. Take out these highs up here. We would not break that. We're trying. This is typical on a heavy news day. Markets are open. Well, like I said, we're going to try to break out of this, and then we'll shoot up to here. Try to shoot up to there. I don't know. But with that being said, we look for a closeout side of here. which is pre-market high, actually. Trying to conquer these levels. It's pushing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's breaking outside. See, I told you. Watch for the, like I said, we've got to watch for manipulation. Now I'll let this candle pull back, is what I'm looking for. Let it pull back. Well, we didn't get our, come on. We have not closed outside of that range. There's our pullback. Got our buy. But look at the wicks on those candles. Gotta watch for manipulation. That could be a manipulation move. We're back below the 400 again. Back inside that range. Try to take out that high. We'll go for a long, see what she does. Oh. Push, baby. We had our push. Okay. Well, I'm out. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm a scalper. Okay, we just did a long. We've got a news report coming up. We haven't broke outside of that range, which we'll wait. Oh, now let's see if we close outside that range. We'll wait for a pullback. Ah, see, we could have stayed in it. Ah, I think she's going, boys. We'll let it pull back. Got our pullback. I missed it. There's our pullback. We'll wait. Wait. We'll close outside that range. We're going to go. What's that range? Let's get our candle and close above that range. Sometimes, yeah, see, we got to be careful. See, we haven't closed outside the range. And we get her to close outside the range. See? Okay, so now we'll what? We'll wait. Once again, we wait. Okay, we're going to push. Okay, we'll go, if we go back to the bottom of the range, we'll wait for a push. Remember, we're in an SV buy notification, so this could be nothing more than a pullback. Or that could be a liquidity grab right here. That's the problem. You never know. Wait. If we get below, oh, well. I think we're going to try another long. We're above it. Let's just go. Go, baby. Oh, we'll take it. All right, now, that was just, once again, it's another scout. And we got to be careful. We got a news report coming. Let's see, where are we at? 88 bucks so far. That's not right. We can get a push here. Wait for another pull back. Pull back. See, we have not closed outside of this. Is what I'm not liking. We've not closed outside. Nope. Now watch out. We may turn. It may turn. See if we get below 407 here. We're looking at probably a turn. We'll see. We're lacking 60 bucks. 60 bucks past this evaluation. Rejection, rejection, rejection. I don't know. This is typical on a heavy news day. Trying to push down. Starting to chop. We don't want to get caught. See, look at these blades, how the blades are getting. To me, this is my philosophy. Look how the blades are getting bigger. That means it'll chew you up. If you get outside of that range, see, that range, you just have to be patient. Can we close? Closed. Let's try it. See if we can push up. Push, baby. Ooh, yeah, we'll take it. Bam! That's it. We're done. We're out. That's it. That's all it takes. I realize. Now look. Oh, 130. Something's not right. $17? That's the thing. It moves so damn fast you don't get your. Alright, we'll just wait. Let's see if we can break that. Ooh, baby, we broke it. Push, pull back. Pull back. Let it pull back. going to try it again. That news report's coming out in 4 minutes. Let's see if we can get it. Push, baby. Come on, push. Push, baby. Woohoo! Nope. Push. Push up. I'm waiting for the push. Push. Problem is the news report. It ain't gonna do much. Push, baby, push. Push. Bam. We'll take that. And the reason is because that news report is coming out, and as you can see, we closed outside of this range, and she took off, right? She took off. All right. So, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But the point is this. We closed outside of that range. We got our push up. Here comes the news report. So now, we'll stay on until the reports come out just to show you the reaction. So one thing I've noticed is that the NASDAQ doesn't react as much by some of the news reports like the Forex market does. The Forex market, it sinks like a ship or a rocket, skyrocket, like a rocket. But the Forex market, some of them, it does move a lot, but a lot of them, it really doesn't. That's why I said earlier, market open is like the volatility is like, to me, like a news report coming out. So, with that being said, let's see what happens. We got 1 minute until the first news report comes out, and see what we're doing. Back inside that range. We couldn't break that. I told you we're shooting for that 2460. Trying to take out that level. We didn't take out that level. And it's rejecting off that level. But we took out the 23,400, the 23,432. We took all those out. We just couldn't get above that level. So news 19 seconds. That's just the first report. Let's look and see here. What do we got? PMI, Chicago PMI coming out. Let's look. Here it is. News report. Like I said, see, that's a Chicago PMI. I would say, let's see, how many points do we move? Push down 408. A 50-point move, in the Forex market, it's hundreds of points when the news report comes out. That's another reason I like NASDAQ. We're trying to push higher. Maybe we're going to try to take out that 2360 level again, 23,460 level. If they can take out that level, we're going to move higher. Let's see what we got. The next level that we're looking at would be the 23. I already said it, 23,500. It may get there today, depending on the next news report coming out. 23,500 is definitely in the works, and that's what it's all about: is achieving level. That's what we shoot for. Which I have all these levels on my chart, and I'm not sharing with you. I'm sharing with you the StrategyVault Pro system. But if you sign up with StrategyVault Pro, I will show you how to automatically have those levels put on your chart. But 23,500 is definitely looks like in the play. But remember, we've got another report coming out. We'll wait until that report comes out. I've already achieved my goal for today, but I'm pretty confident that we're gonna break that 23,500. Which, remember, I called all these levels. We break out of here. Remember, I called it before it even happened. So we're gonna shoot for that 23,500, depending on that news report. Now, I'm pretty confident we're gonna make it. We were at 23,490, so let's look here real quick. Yeah, see, I broke my. All I needed was $148 to pass my evaluation. So now we'll be going to a pro account. But once again, 12 minutes, we got more news coming out. Good day today, even on this heavy news day. And what are we doing? We're continuing the uptrend. See, remember we drew this line? Drew it. I said once it breaks out of here, be prepared. But I really believe that I'm pretty confident that we'll go to 23,500 today. We'll see what happens. And that's really what it takes, is recognizing, training your eyes to see the levels. That's what we're looking for. And actually, like I said, you sign up with StrategyVault Pro, I'll show you how to get those levels generated on your chart. I will set you up. I realized that today I only made, $140 some odd, but that's all we were shooting for to pass that evaluation. There's no reason to try to continue. There it goes. Broke that 500 level. There it goes. Let's see. I told you we could break the 500 level. Let's see what if next level I'm looking at is 540. I'm looking at the 540 level. We can probably get up there today. See, this is why. Look at this. StrategyVault Pro called the buy signal. I told you what we needed to wait to break out. Well, I wish I was still in this trade. This is look at the FOMO coming in here. 531. So I called it 540. But once again, we've got that news report coming out. So be patient. And about now, you'd probably want a little bit of a pullback. Definitely need that pullback for the next move to go even higher. And they may use that news report just to drop this market like a rock. That's the thing. You've got to be prepared for manipulation. See, everybody thinks, well, it's probably going to go higher here, or everybody's. That's the thing, everybody's probably looking for that pullback, and the market may even go higher because of the anticipation of everybody looking for that pullback. See, we're getting that pullback now. I think today we can get up to 20. If we continue on and up and having a trending day, I believe that we can break that 23,540 today. I don't see why not. Well, we might. I don't know, because the last time it was in this area, the 23, yeah, missed that. It may turn on us. This may be a double top. You can see on, if you look at your charts on Monday, 23,540 level, that's about, it got broke, but then it turned from there. So we may not break that level after all. I did not see that. That's why you've always got to be looking back at your charts. We may just have a double top. The 23,540. It may turn on us. Only time will tell. I missed that level. I missed that turn. We'll see. It may break it. It may break it. It may. Let's see. If it breaks the 23,540 level, my next level that I'm looking at would be the 23,570, 580, 580. Good 580 if we break that 23,540. But the last time we were at that 23,540 level, it turned, and it turned hard. We'll see. Would I push it? Only if it. Would I try to go to that? There we go. But here's the thing: if it moves through that level with momentum, strong, big candle, then yeah, I would be pretty confident that we're going to 580 level. We'll see what happens. There's 35, but I definitely would get out. There's 30. There we go. Broke the 540. I told you it's going to the 540 level. The next level that I have on my chart is a 580. But once again, that news report's coming out. So that's, I don't know for sure if it's going to make that 580 today. We'll see. But I did tell you it was going to break that 540 today. And that's all it really takes is levels. Being able to read the chart, see where liquidity is setting at. Oh, there we go. Wow. Wow. And that news report hasn't even came out yet. I'm shooting for the 580 level. See how it moved through that level with force and momentum? That's a big candle, good sized candle right there. Heck yeah, baby. 560. Watch, but you got it. Look, we've moved since market open. Almost over 200 points. So you got to be looking for some type of a pullback for it to push higher. So what I would do is I'd definitely take my profits. If that's a heck of a 200 point run there. Thank you to StrategyVault Pro notification. I'd definitely be looking for a pullback. That's over 200 points. But like I said, the next level I'm looking at is the 580. I don't know. We'll see what this news report does. We were 12 points from 580. That's the thing. Just being able to read the levels. I'm going to wait for this news report to come out. I'm going to make this video about an hour long. I told you what I was looking for, what I was looking at. Like I said, I'm excited to go live. Just got to learn how to work the software. I'm not a video editor by any means whatsoever. So it'll be a little rough and raw. that's all right. Once again, I do have to tell you that I am not a financial advisor. And this is for entertainment purposes only. There we go. See, I told you we're looking for some pullback. We need it. The market needs that to continue higher. Well, good day today. Now I would be looking, if we break the 520, for a little more to the downside. But 3 minutes till that news report. Both of them, we got 2 news reports coming out at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'd be watching for that 20 for more to the downside. Yeah. Pulled back over 50 points so far. That's a 50-point pullback. Moves like that, I mean, that's a couple $100 very easily. So here's what we have: consumer confidence jolts, job openings. Those are 2 red folder events getting ready to happen at 9 o'clock here in 2 minutes. So those can definitely move the market. For the rest of the day, I don't see anything else. Nice run up since market open. So if you sign up for us, you become a student. I'll show you how to draw that range, the first range that I drew. Once it broke out of that range, that's a that's a $500 trade right there, very easily. And that's all you need once a day. Now, the market can move against you just as fast as it can move in your favor. Well, I don't know. We might try to break that 80 today. I don't know for sure. We did get our little pullback, but look at the market, move right back up. Like I said, we're gonna wait for this news report to come out and just see what happens, and we'll be done on this run through for StrategyVault. Good day today. Five seconds. Here comes the news. Oh, 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 we broke the 80. 580, broke the 580. Told you. We broke it. Now look, here comes that news. 581. Didn't I said it was going to go to the 580. See, that news report didn't really move the market that much. Those are the levels. I've got those levels. All right, traders. Well, let's see. I'll wait and see if we get a pullback due to this news. Might just be a good uptrend day. Which the first 2 days of this week has been down. So And it's also 9 o'clock. Or I'm sorry, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. And the market, the last 10 minutes on an hour candle, it will do like a little pullback and then a push or a drop. That's one thing. The last 10 minutes of the hour, you need to be aware of your time because the market likes to do some tricky stuff the last 10 minutes. Confidence is up in the United States. Let's look here. Consumer confidence, 91.8 versus 87.8 forecast. So that's good. JOLTS report. There's 682 million jobs open versus the consensus was 688.90 million. Previous was 7.24 million. So that means that people are getting back to work. That's good. But once again, it really didn't affect the market. There we go. See, we went right to that level, the level that I called, and now we're looking, trying to pull back on us, which it needs a pullback. It's trying to turn. All right. So with that, that's it today. We passed that evaluation. We needed 26,500. So we made $200 today, and there's no reason for me to trade anymore. I have to start all over, making another $1,500, and then I get a payout. I will put in submit a payout with Take Profit Trader once I get a cushion in there. I don't know how much. I don't know when I'm going to take it, but I'll definitely share it with you. My experience of submitting a payout and how it goes. So, with that being said, that's it for today. 10 o'clock, 10:04 Eastern time. Still looking at it. It's trying to turn now. It's definitely wanting to pull back. So with that, everybody, this is James with StrategyVault. Once again, this was just a trial run through, see how everything worked, how everything was going to go, and I'll be posting this on YouTube. So if you want to join us, you want to become a student, let me know. The link will be in the information below this video. Have a great day. Thank you.